gonna wreck it! Ah! Ah! Ah!
What? Oh my god, the video was glitching. Oh my god, I'm sorry, it's a mistake.
On the sky and the stars glow for you. Go see the world cause it's all so brand new. Don't close your eyes cause your future's ready to shine. It's just a matter of time before
Wreck-It Ralph is directed by Rich Moore and starring in this movie John C. Reilly, Jack McBrayer, other actors which I only know these two. John C. Reilly and Jack McBrayer within this movie. So on the plot of this movie where you got this bad guy named Wreck-It Ralph who is in the video game called Fix-It Felix Jr. And after that, Wreck-It Ralph has very retired from being a villain. So what is the way he wants to be a good guy? He wants to be a good guy. He changes to another game and find out which game that he became a superhero. So Ralph wants to become a good guy because the reason that he really wants a medal, since Fix-It Felix Jr. has won of medals, won a lot of medals, and there are real games in it, such as Sonic the Hedgehog and Pac-Man and Tetris. They have a lot of real life video games. How insane is that? I was actually shocked that when I go this movie, and yes, I see it in theaters, and I thought I like it. And yeah, that's so. And so after that, he goes in another video game, and the others are trying to find Wreck-It Ralph. What happened to Wreck-It Ralph? So all of a sudden, Wreck-It Ralph has ruined all the arcade. Games. So that's all for this plot. So let's talk about the story. The story in this movie is kind of creative because it's more funnier and it's more gamer and something like that. It is great they have funny scenes in it, and they have real life video games in it. But some famous video games are not in the movie actually. So yeah. This is actually video game movie, but it's not a movie based on a video game. It's a video game movie where all the video games came back to life. What if they alive, like Toy Story? When I first thought this movie, when I see the trailer, I thought it's gonna suck because it's a video game movie. I mean, all the video game movies are sucked also. But after I watch it, I was like, wow. So that is my reaction. I thought it's gonna suck, but it's actually good. Actually, it's great. I mean, like, it's way funnier. It's way goofier and something like that. The reason why the movie is good because it's created by Disney. I mean, Disney has made a lot of great movies out there, like such as Bolt, such as Tangled, such as every spectacular Disney movies. And the characters in these movies are pretty good performing. I really like John C. Reilly was in this movie. He was great acting. He's also great acting in the Guardians of the Galaxy, which is Nova, and then Jack McBrayer was voicing as Fix-It Felix Jr. Oh, I forgot one more actor. And they have a villain named King Canting, which is voiced by Alan Tudyk. If you don't know him, he's the voice of K2SO from Star Wars Rogue One. I didn't know that he was voiced in Star Wars Rogue One. He also voiced Moana, which is the chicken from Moana. That's that dumbass chicken. So let me use this score for the movie, and the animation of course it was fantastic because it was created by Disney. I mean, all the Disney movies are good actually. So what I thought about this movie, it was one of the best animated movies I have ever seen. I have ever seen in 2012. I thought it was actually one of the best movies of all time. I thought it was funnier. I thought it was great and something like that. And yes, it is better than Brave. When I refuse. when the Brave came out, I refused to watch Brave because when I was start, I thought it was gonna suck. But yes, I already watched Brave and I didn't like it. This is the only Pixar movie I dislike. But so yeah, but so yeah, but this movie needs to win an Oscar. Brave doesn't deserve to get an Oscar. I mean, I know that some of you like Brave, but it's fine. For me, that was my opinion. Because I thought Wreck-It Ralph is better, but Wreck-It Ralph needs to deserve to win an Oscar instead of Brave. And so yeah. It's a fantastic movie. It's a great movie, and yes, and I am so very excited for the sequel next year. Since Wreck-It Ralph has break out the internet, so yeah, I'm gonna give Wreck-It Ralph an A. Wow, you thought there's no sound? Of course. If it's A plus, they will put the sound. So yeah, that's all for my thoughts on this movie. And the next movie review is gonna be The Incredibles. And there's one more sad, terrible news that what just happened today, but it was kind of sad that my cat has died. But but even though his mother is still alive, my cat named Jep, he passed away today. I have no idea why he died. I think he died from the stomachache attack, like cardiac arrest or disease. I think he died from the disease. Yes, and it's very sad that, and it's so very sad to hear that my cat died. And I only have two cats, which is the mother and the sister. Yeah, that's one of his sisters, and he died now. Rest in peace for him. He was born in 2014, and yeah, it's very sad. It's very sad to hear. So that's all for my movie review, and that's all for my terrible, saddest news for my thoughts on my cat passed away. So hopefully you're better or great or something like that. If you want me to do movie reviews, you can, but soon. So bye.